Are you ready to break free from the doubts and limits holding you back? Welcome to Embrace Your Value, where therapy meets coaching to help you unlock your true worth and take control of your life.
Hi, I'm Kristen, a trauma therapist dedicated to helping you heal, break old patterns, and reclaim your power.
And I'm Jenn, your support coach, here to show you how to set fierce boundaries, embrace self-compassion, and step boldly into the life you deserve.
So whether you're stuck in self-doubt or feeling lost, know this: your value isn't up for negotiation. It's time to own it.
Every week, we tackle real issues that challenge, inspire, and empower you to live with purpose and confidence.
So grab your favorite drink, take a deep breath, and let's get started.
Because you're not here to play small. It's time to embrace your value. All right. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. We are so excited that you're here with us today. I'm, of course, here with Kristen, your resident neighborhood therapist, who we all know and love and adore. And we also have an amazing special guest with us today, and that is Miss Jenn Edden. And we're excited for that too. So I'm going to introduce her and then we'll get going. Jenn is a certified holistic health coach, and she's been in this business for over 21 years. She is also a sugar addiction expert, founder of the Sugar Freedom Method, author of Women Unleashed, and was a regular contributing health expert on Channel 12 News in Long Island when she lived in New York. Jenn's zone of genius is teaching women 40 and over how to kick cravings and manage sugar addiction using her 5-step trademarked process called the Sugar Freedom Method. Jenn and her team teach practical tools, tips, and strategies on how to bring down inflammation in midlife, to shed the stubborn weight and feel good again without deprivation, denial, or counting macros. Oh, that is all so great, Jenn. Welcome, and we're so glad you're here with us.
Well, thank you, ladies. I love when I hear my bio. I'm like, who is that woman?
It's you. It's you.
It's absolutely you. And I'm so excited. I need everything that you have to say today. I would love to hear how you got here, Jenn. Tell me all about it. Oh, I'd love to share that real quick. And I love that I'm in the company of women who deal with trauma and beliefs and boundaries because, right, to get into this addiction work, I grew up in a family, right? No judgment, bipolar, mental illness, okay, depression, anxiety, very nervous mother. We could sprinkle in some narcissism. I just want to add, people always do the best they can in any moment. But when you're a kid, you absorb what you do, and then you grow up and you either learn to survive or thrive. And so a lot of sugar addiction came from that experience, decades. And at some point I was not well in my 20s, and I was like, I've got to do something. Just because I'm in the great company of you two women in this beautiful community, trauma is my specialty in that I survived a near-death gas explosion, and God was like, wake up, Jenn, you healed yourself. Maybe you should go out and do this work. And so literally when women will ask me, because 22 years I'm doing this work, how did you create this method? And I'm like, well, it saved my life. I had to figure out what foods. I had to figure out tuning in. I had to figure out when I go away, how to not come back addicted. I had to figure out once the addiction is handled, how do I make it permanent? And that's right. That's module 5, which is living it. How do you live this work for the rest of your life? And so that's my short and narrow, but we could talk pints of ice cream. We could talk, I'll do better tomorrow. And my body got very sick in my 20s. And I wouldn't take the drugs the doctors had prescribed. I was like, nah, healed myself. And then I went back to school, 2002, and I became a certified holistic health coach. And so I've been around a really long time helping women. And when you eat that much sugar, it really affects your health and like I'm 50, almost one at the time of us recording, and it really affects your health. So now health conditions are coming into my community and we help that. Really cool. And I'm very grateful. So that's my story.
That's a great story. So as also an addiction specialist, albeit not with sugar, but it's all trauma related, right? I'm just interested because you've emphasized like a lot of sugar. So what did that look like for you at the time?
2 rows of Oreo cookies and I was warming up. A pint of ice cream driving home. It was all normalized, right? It was like, I need a pint of ice cream. Those are the biggest ones. I could clear a half a gallon of Turkey Hill mint chocolate chip for those who are my friends of the late 80s and 90s. I don't think they sell that anymore. That was like a 3-day event. And you always, with no judgment now, but you justify it, right? That gets normalized. But when you don't feel well and you have a near ulcer, and then you have lockjaw, and then anxiety was just something, again, that was normalized, highs and lows and always anxious. You got to really start taking a look. And so God chose me, I say, and I have broken that cycle in my family. And so, yeah, that's how much. Half a tube of chocolate chip cookie dough raw. I mean, I can go all day. It was just like food. Like, who needs dinner? Let's just eat that. And
Right. Well, because it makes you feel good, right? Like the sugar gives you that. Oh, you tell me. What is
no, it's great. Go for it. It gives you that dopamine hit, just like shopping. Shopping does that. People, porn addictions.
Yes.
Debt addiction. People have food addictions. People have working addiction. I don't judge it. You mark the chess pieces and just pick which one is the addiction of the week, because it's right. It's masking whatever's going on underneath. And so for me, there is a physiological, which we can talk about whenever you want. It's not just emotional. There's a physiological issue going on in a woman's body that causes you to crave it that way. And so I work on both pieces, the mindset and physiologically. Your body's a mess, ladies. Let's worry less about the belly fat and let's worry more about the anxiety and the lack of sleep and the joint pain. And so I do a nice dance in my community.
Well, and I will say I unlocked a little bit of that myself, just a tiny bit. I'll be 53 in December. And so
when December what?
December 29th.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Oh, December 2nd.
Okay. So you're a Sagittarius. I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, like once I had the time and really kind of focused in, like you're talking about, like focusing in on my anxiety, focusing in, like things kind of loosened up for me. I realized I had so much joint pain and I was going to my chiropractor and I was like, what is wrong with me? This was like, I don't know, 6 years ago. And she said, all your inflammation starts in your extremities. Cause like my hands would hurt and my toes would hurt, my feet would hurt. And she's like, it all starts in your extremities. And so I'm like, cause I felt like I was getting arthritis. It was so crazy. And she's like, you just have so much inflammation in your body. And I'm like, okay, all right, same as you. Like, I got to fix this. So I went on my own little health journey. Yeah. Still walking it, but
we never stop walking it.
Yeah.
The forever thing I tell women, this isn't, oh, I work with Jenn, I'm going to fix my addiction, I'm going to lose 30 pounds and I'm going to sleep better. I'm like, no, you tweak it forever. Living, breathing organism, my friends.
Well, and women are our bodies are constantly changing. Right. I just got my lab tests for my last lab work. I haven't had a chance to look at them, but I'm really interested because I haven't done it in like 18 months. So I want to see like where I am because I have lost a significant weight and I have done a lot of different things with my like workout routine. I was doing a lot of cardio, and at this age, I'm moving more towards like strength, and I do Pilates 3 times a week and I do strength training, a little bit of cardio. So I'm just trying to adjust some of the things to keep things a little bit more balanced. So I'm really interested to see how that has transformed my blood work. Not that it's about me, but I'm just saying, like, I get it. Like, Jenn, we're in like the same spot. I get it.
We are. And the blood work's going to come back. I can just feel from your energy and stuff in 2+ decades. It'll look good. Like the blood work doesn't lie. I tell people, scale lies. The blood work doesn't lie. Your faith doesn't lie. When we say, oh, I eat this, or they say, Jenn, how do you eat? I'm like, well, just look at me, because it comes out in the body.
Right.
Yeah. The body keeps score, right? That's not a book.
Oh, yeah.
Going to unleash, but it does. And so the method that I teach just brings you back to yourself, that I'm not the sage on the stage, I'm the guide on the side, and follow these principles and your body will come back. I had goosebumps. It will take time. In midlife, the body does weird things and depends on how many years you've been abusing yourself. And I use those words because I get real. Oh, I want to, Jen, nothing's changed. I'm like, well, you've been abusing yourself for 5 years and you've only been with me for 6 weeks. What do you want? And they go, oh, right. And so I just keep it really real, not just because I grew up in Brooklyn, but because it's not okay. Body comes from God. It's a living, breathing entity, and we got to take care of this vehicle. This is all we got, I tell people. This is it, my friends. It goes. And what are you going to do? No money in the bank is going to fix it. And so, anyway, I digressed, but it's the truth. And I love everything you said. So I give you a little check mark. So great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. So can you tell us more about the sugar freedom method? What you're willing to share, what you want to share in it?
Everything. Of course. I've been almost give it away now. Can I go there real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. 5 seconds is, oh yeah. So I'm spiritual, not religious, but I'm very much into God speaks. And I probably from the near-death gas explosion 23 years ago. And so God speaks and I listen. And so I was only one-on-one for forever. And 5 to 10,000, right? To get the method, to work with me group. I had a team. And 3-4 years ago, it was like the calling came. Could you make it this amazing membership? Could you teach women the same, which I can, have access to everything, and community is needed. So number one, we heal in community. That's a true story, which I know you know. And so part of the method is you heal in community. But then women have unrealistic, no judgment, goals. I want this. And so step one is, can you visualize what you want? Can we just get some clarity? Because if you don't have clarity, where are you going, right? You make yourself crazy. You're doing Ozempic, you're doing this diet, that diet, cardio, no cardio. And then you're not going to see results because in midlife, you have to be consistent. So women work with me for consistency, but you need to visualize. Step two is what Kristen was like, your food. We got to tweak your food. Food is medicine. It heals or it hurts. I will to the day I die. Food heals or it hurts. You want to do drugs and the medicine and judging. It's a Band-Aid most of the time. Okay, there's a time and place for the medical model. I do not knock it. And you fix the core issues before you just start adding drugs. And so food heals. And so clarifying it is module 2. I take you food shopping. You get me in like 50 aisles of it's great. And so, right, we start cleaning up our food and whole-based, food-based, organic. None of this processed stuff that says food, but it ain't food. And so you get a full education. And then you'll love it because this is your work. You get in touch with yourself, tuning in. What is your body telling you it needs? We are very disconnected. And so I teach women how to get back in tune with what is the body telling you. You just can't keep caffeinating, ladies. You can't ignore. See, I ignored 20s, 30s, beginning 30s, more 20s, teens, and the body starts to rebel in the form of belly fat, autoimmune issues, high A1C, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and I teach it. The body is just rebelling. It is just screaming at you like an angry little 2-year-old. And so don't get mad. When the body stores fat, it's because something is going on that's having it do that. That's not the natural tendency of a body. It's not. And so I teach you how to get back in balance and really, really connect. It's really my favorite module. And then we were talking about, well, how do we do it? I have a lot of successful women that travel, right? We've got birthdays. They've got high-powered careers, vacations. And well, Jen, I notice I go away, I'm up 7 pounds. And I'm always going back to square one. I'm like, well, you have to understand what an airplane does to you. You have to understand what the food out there when you go out to eat does to you. And so I give an eating out guide. Ask for this, which sauces. You just need some tips. It's not difficult. But if you don't have the tools, we're lost. We're just lifting weights. but we're still going home and eating the chips at 3 o'clock, or we're snacking after dinner, or we're not sleeping and we've been constipated for 5 years. Okay, I've seen everything. They come to me where the doctors don't know. And so 4 is, well, like, how do I actually live this in real life? I've got 3 kids, and both are out there, newly divorced. We don't need to get into it, but I blessed the husband that was his choice. That actually happened Monday. And so, here I am. But it's not a front that I show you. I literally look like this on or off camera because I process different and because I work my method. And then really my favorite, like, how do I love my life more? And I'm sure this incorporates into your work. I'm addicted to living a life where I wake up feeling good. And so I make choices based on that. I got to get you more addicted to feeling good and getting you there. And then that catches fire. And the sugar, look, I had some ice cream the night that it wasn't like, oh, this is dairy-free Ben & Jerry's. I was telling my bestie, we used to eat pints together. I'm like, I had a half a cup. I ate it with joy, guilt-free, with my kids, laughing. Moved on. And so I do that. And then the bonuses are permanent weight loss, and I got to fix your gut. So that's the first thing I do. So the bonus in there is I have a signature gut healing protocol that just works. And you work all the pieces in any direction you want. There's no, anyway, hope I didn't say too much. But
No, it's great.
That's it. And you put it together without support, and then you just live it and integrate it. And it's almost as simple as I made it sound. Promise.
I love that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I agree that a lot of things in life are simple. They're not easy. Like, this is hard to do. This is a hard habit and a hard cycle to break. Food is so hard because it's everywhere. It's available. I walked into my kitchen in my building kitchen, and there's a pile of Jolly Ranchers there, and people just leave food out all the time. It's what we use to entertain people. When somebody moves in the neighborhood, well, maybe not anymore, but we used to take them a casserole or a rip basket. Somebody dies, we give them food. Here's food. Food will make you feel better, right? And so I think that is part of the societal norm, is what I'm hearing you say, Jenn. It's a hard habit to break because food is something we absolutely must have.
Yes.
And it is also the thing that can make us very sick.
Yes, because what they're serving us these days is not food. Half the stuff you said that's out there on the counter, I teach people that's not food. So throw it out. That's not food. That's poison. If you want to have it, say a prayer, bless it, because we don't want to judge while we're eating things. I think we metabolize different, but that's not food. And when your blood sugar, my other foundational principle, is stabilized, and I get you sleeping because Lord knows you stop sleeping in midlife, and I get your bowel good and you're not bloating and looking 3 months pregnant, you will not crave the stuff. Mel Robbins, here we go. You will not crave it. It's my claim to fame. You might have an emotional charge, but you will be able to control it because you'll have the foundation, the physiology of your body will be so balanced that you'll have more mental control naturally, not from affirmations or kumbaya. You'll actually have more control. And that's where I get like, it's giddy. But the food quality is in the toilet, and food is not food anymore, and people are confused. So I unconfuse people with that. I unconfuse. And I teach people food is fuel. And I am not going to get on here and not nutritionist and dietitian. And what I'm going to say about them is my clients come and we have to unwire some of these things where food isn't seen as fuel. It's seen as calories and points from Weight Watchers. And so women are like, oh, my nutritionist said I could have a half a cup of blueberries after dinner. And I'm like, great. Did your nutritionist tell you in your midlife food is fuel? And I don't really want you putting any fuel in your body when you're going to go to bed. I don't want the fructose. I don't want the calories, which are energy. You don't need it. And it's affecting your sleep. And they go, oh. And so I teach it, food is fuel. And I'm Italian, Sicilian, cento per cento. So I got a lot of food is love. So you can love it, but you can also feel like it doesn't own you. And that's my jam. Like, love food. How can I not love food? Like, when I'm going home to New York for Christmas, we have more desserts than people. 7 fishes. I mean, I take pictures and send them to my friend. Like, you can't believe what 50 Italians have just left on the table and called dinner and dessert. I mean, I'm videoing, but I don't overdo it. I love it. I enjoy it. And then I'm done. And that to me is why freedom is in all their work, right? The Freedom Club is where the sugar freedom method lives. I'm like, yeah, freedom word. It's not negative because like food is life. Can't live without food. Well, you can, but not that long. And so, yeah, yes to everything you said with a slight tweak on food, not the other stuff that they marketed to us is food. Most of the stuff on the shelves is not food. It's a true story. I wouldn't consume it. Here's my question. So you talked about you're talking about midlife women. You're talking about high-powered women. They're traveling. They're doing stuff. Yes, there's some things we can control. There's some things we can't control. So I know one of my challenges personally as a human, as someone who is a single mom as well, who doesn't have a lot of free time in her day, right? I get about 3 minutes between every client. So from 9 to 1, back to back, 2 to 5, back to back, go home mom, do the mom things. How do I and I know this is probably a longer conversation, but maybe a little snippet of how do I eat a fresh food, right? I can keep an apple in my fridge or something like that, but how do I eat a fresh food when I can't even go? So I tried to do, when you do the time, you only eat intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. I tried to your half of midlife will destroy you. Yeah, I was like, this is the opposite of what I want to do. So you'll put on weight, you'll be exhausted. Yeah. Then you'll bitch one day. It does not work. Someone wants to argue with me. I'm just going to tell you, I look this way at 51 with almost 51 with 3 kids, because what I teach works for midlife. So I'm with you. So I thought you were going to ask me something else, but it's great. Meaning if you have snacky issues, people they come home and they're just ravenous. And I'm like, and by the way, you have a very similar life. So I just want to acknowledge what you shared. That is not for the faint of heart. What we live. That's not, I've heard that. I live that. So with that received, we have to take air out of the bottle throughout the day. Take air out of the bottle, right? And so as kids, you shake a Coke can and all that pressure is there. And so what I teach is you got to take air out of the bottle. And I ain't waiting until the nighttime because I'm up at 5 and 3 kids need to be fed by 7 and get out. And so air is coming out at 5, at 6. So I just want to keep in mind for Kristen and Jen and anyone listening, you got to start getting used to self-care looks like taking air out of the bottle, not waiting for massage. Where are you fitting that in? Taking air out of the bottle, okay? That could look like I always have a cup of tea. I just have it, right? And so a cup of tea could look like just 2 minutes between clients, just taking deep breath. You got to bring your cortisol down. You can't lose weight and you can't bring your insulin down when cortisol's high. Just makes you ravenous. Okay, so but to answer your question about the fresh food, I don't like to cook. So people are like, hi, you're not, no, I don't really cook a lot. I do the basics, whole food stuff, whether it's chicken or you could do eggs. I don't know what you like, but I have beef sticks. But the thought before the thought is eating well is non-negotiable for me. So you notice I have a commitment there and then it works itself. It's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable that I don't eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then from there, I back it out. And it either can be, depending, we can talk offline too, could be a smoothie, right? Clean ones, ladies. Not the stuff with the stevia and the monk fruit and all the things that hurts your belly. The clean one. Like do an epic protein, a pea, something, and you throw maybe a banana and a nut butter, clean, 4 ingredients. Or you make eggs. You're making them for the week if you're that busy. Lunch, whatever protein you like, I literally simplify it. Whatever protein, some cut up carrots or celeras or organic peppers, please. Those are sprayed, so organic peppers. You could bring in an apple with some nuts if they work. Nuts don't work for me, but they work for some, or some seeds. And organic, please. Okay, apples are sprayed with 23 pesticides. No pesticides. It affects your liver in midlife. I can go all day on this. But you're getting my point. And then dinner, man, I order out or I get my favorite Bonza pizza. I know it's processed. I don't care. We're not perfect, but it's for me a gluten-free because gluten takes me out in most women in midlife. So I'll do that. I'll throw chicken on it, some Rayo's, marinara sauce, really simple, oregano, basil, literally what I eat. I'll throw on some leftover broccoli. I'm like, dinner, really simple. I am not fancy. My kids don't care to be fancy. Is that helpful? It was just the beef sticks on everything. They're chops, grass fed, the best I can do. And you don't have to like beef sticks. I don't love them, but if I'm on the go or my kids are on varsity golf and I'm in trouble on that golf course, I'll bring 2 beef sticks and an apple and I'm like, lunch. It's about 20 grams of protein. It's great to see how I did that. And then I carry a water bottle.
Yeah.
That's my jam. I do not eat those bars. And it's why I look this way and I don't kill myself at the gym. I work. Yeah. Is that helpful to hear? Did I answer? Did it give you like an opening to how?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of that is what I do already. Like I'm probably a good 85% to what you're talking about with far less discipline. But overall, I think I do a lot of what you're talking about. So yes, thank you very much.
Good. Yeah. It starts with the commitment though. I just want to add that just like with addiction work, because we're all on the same page. I am committed. I might have a tear that the cycle of addiction ends with me. It ended with me. Hence the divorce. The husband wanted it. It's okay. I'm not going to continue whatever that pattern was we were running. And if you don't want to work on yourself, God's in the details. Like I'm so committed to the breaking that cycle of the sugar addiction, of just addiction, of inconsistency and anxiety and yelling in the house. Commitment is the bond of everything. And so everything circles around the commitment. And so for anyone listening, it's not, like you said, it can be simple, maybe not that easy. But when you have a commitment and you know it's a journey and then you have tools, and me and one of my coaches, she's great. She worked 5 years ago. She did the method and she's like, you changed my life, all the joint pain. She feels great. She got certified. And so she came back. It gets easier that way. When there's a commitment, it's easier. So I just want to say that. And we take it hour by hour, especially those with a lot of complex trauma. And you just do one thing. You just go to the chips, eat an organic apple at 3:00. After dinner, if you eat a whole cup of blueberries, maybe you eat a half a cup. And you just start slow, tweak 1% better every day. That's my jam. How can you go? I get 1% better every day. And to me, that is a 1%. You don't eat breakfast. Now you eat breakfast. I don't even care if it's a yogurt. Don't get me started, but it could be a yogurt. You're starting. And so, yeah, my 1% principle.
Yeah, I do the 1% too with all of my clients. They're always like, what? And we talk about that all the time. So yeah, it was like, yay, I love that. So tell us, for anybody that's out there that's going, and I can link all this in the show notes, but it's like, how can I work with you? What can I do? How can I get in your world? Like, what's the best way? You gave us a bunch of links and that's perfect. I will put them all in. But what's the best way for somebody to just, they're driving right now and they want to just remember one thing when they get home? How are they going to find you?
Everyone's going to email me. You can email me. I answer my emails. Jenn at JE Coaching. And it's Jenn with 2 N's. You email me. I have not gotten too big 20 years later that I've taken the personal out. You email me. You tell me you're from this beautiful podcast. And then we have a convo. I will throw in there, I have a $7 trial. I
love that.
I have a mindset community right now. It's $7 a month. I just give it away. I just want to help everyone. $99 a month to stay. There's no punches, no fine print. Nobody goes because they're like, oh my God, I'm getting this handled and it's just so easy. Yes. But yes, you could email me, Jenn at JE Coaching. And then I can send you. I have a YouTube channel and I've got things in there. And every bio has my links. $9 weight loss accelerator. I get so giddy. I'm like, oh, these little numbers. And all I get are thank yous. Now, you want private coaching? Of course. Let's talk budget-friendly stuff. I do private coaching as well for those women who want one-on-one as more access. But you just want to toe in and be like, hey, is this woman for real?
That's your 1%.
You got pocket change coming out.
That's absolutely the 1%. Like, if you just want to get your toe in, that's the 1%. Go check her out. Go join her. I actually met Jenn in another group and just so grateful that I met her. And I bought her book. Her book is amazing. I've just started it, but bought your book. So I love it. Yeah. And I think it's great.
Cool. Well, I thank you so much for allowing me to just spread my wisdom. 22 years later, you pick up a few things from working this way. And so I just want to say thank you. It's a lot more where that came from, but thank you for just letting me share and really help others 1% it. I love it.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being our amazing guest. And yeah, just come back and see us sometime soon. And Kristen, thanks for being here. And I always love having you with me by my side and doing this. And to all of our listeners, be sure that you are subscribing, that you are leaving notes for us, that you are sharing this. Share this with anybody who needs it. Share it out there. Let your friends be in on this secret because you're hearing it. We need to let others hear it. So don't keep this to yourself. Make sure you're sharing it out there. So from there, I will just say thank you and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for being here with us today.
If today's episode hit home, don't just keep it to yourself. Subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Because everyone deserves to know their worth.
Next week, we're diving even deeper with more insights and tools to help you break free from limitations and live authentically.
Until then, keep raising your standards, owning your worth, and embracing your value.